What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, my wife took delivery while I was at work today. Took delivery of our Wildfinder tent. Here it is. I'm going to unbox it with you. She was concerned that there was some damage. I don't know. We're going to find out together. I'm going to give you a tour of the outside of this box. What do you think? Would you think there was damage? A little cause for concern right there. I'm not so concerned about that corner until I flip it over. That felt good. That felt really good. Should know better than that. All right, let's take a tour around the outside of the box now that I have it flipped over so it's right side up. I am worried about this. Might be okay. Might be alright. We'll find out. So far so good. So far so good. This was the corner that was so jacked up on the box. I don't see any damage on that. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get that tent out of there and get it laying out on its own, and then we will have a better assessment. But from what I'm seeing, looks good down there. On that side. Looks good down this end. Looks good all the way down. Strut looks like it's in good shape. Let's take a look at this side. Looks good all the way down this side. So far so good. Now I just want to flip it over and take a look at the bottom side and make sure that that side's good too. Bottom looks good. Well, I think we dodged a bullet, man. It all looks good to me. Okay, well, we've inspected it all the way around. Everything looks A-okay. And now we're gonna open it up and make sure everything's there, make sure everything works. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh my gosh, it's so much easier.
Yeah. You're not just a kid. There you go. You're all set up to camp now. Isn't that great?
It's bizarre.
Yeah. That was our biggest complaint about that Smitty built Gen 2 tent. It was a great tent, don't get me wrong, but the setup and takedown, that was the big drawback. And so we've been really looking forward to having a wedge style tent like this. Now when we get out in the elements and actually try it out for real, that'll tell the tale for sure. But I can tell you right now, this thing is what I just did right there. You could actually go in there and take a nap. All right, so it came with a whole bunch of items inside the tent, as you can see. And we're gonna take them out one by one and see what we got. All right, first of all, it looks like these are your cross beams that you can, these are your cross beams that you can mount up top. For us, most likely, it's gonna be a solar panel system. So those will be going up at some point. These are our poles for our rain fly. There it is. Rain fly. I like that, man. That has great coverage all the way around, doesn't it? Yeah, you could be inside that tent unless it was like blowing sideways. you know, it would keep the water out of that tent. So that's great. Okay, next up, we have, looks like a shoe bag. And it's got a screen on the bottom so that if you got wet shoes, they can drain. Won't collect the water up in there. So that's shoe bag number 1. And shoe bag number 2. Very nice. And this is going to be our hardware for installation, I'm sure. And it is. They even sent us a ratchet wrench. Look at that. Very nice. So yeah, you got all your mounting hardware there. So, and then this is going to be your instructions, I'm sure. What else we got? A ladder, and it's got its own bag. Look at that. Huh? What do you think of that? Very cool. And not sure what's in this box. I'm gonna open that and see what we got. What is this? Oh, I'll bet you these are the mounts. You know what? I'll bet you these are mounts that are going to go up here. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Those are for your cross beams so that you can put your solar panels or your kayak rack or whatever you want up there. So that's what that is. All right, it's gonna be hard for you to see, but we got the cord here. It's hooked up to the LED lighting, and I've got my little battery pack here, and we'll plug it in and see what happens. Bam, just like that. Just like that. That's a real subtle. That's not like super bright, you know, that it's a real soft light actually. So I know most of you have seen other channels review this tent 1,000 times already, so I'm just gonna repeat everything that they did really. I mean, you got 5 regular pockets here, and then you got this one that's see-through, so you can put a tablet in there and watch a movie. I know I sound just like everybody else, but that's the fact of the matter. And then you've got 2 nice pouches over here so that you can set your phone in there or whatever protection device of your choosing. And then this quilted fabric, which is great because that's going to battle that condensation that we all battle, you know, when we get into our tents, especially in cold weather. All right, next let's take a look at the mattress. I'm gonna say, I don't know, that's got to be 2-inch mattress. I think that's about 2 inches. We're not going to be sleeping on that. We are going to be sleeping on a Hest mattress. That's what Christy's been wanting for a long time. This has a condensation mat. It's actually kind of a spongy, I don't know, it's probably an eighth of an inch thick, and it'll allow the air circulation underneath here to deal once again with that condensation problem that we all deal with in these tents. Okay, so I'm 5'10". On a good day when I haven't settled because of old age. I'm gonna lay down and let's see how much room I have, you know, down by my feet where it gets tight down here towards the end. All right, so you can see I've got, man, I don't know, I got maybe a foot to the end, and then where my head is, that's probably about where I would be. So I'm gonna say that that's perfect for me. Christy's 5'9", I'm 5'10". This is great. This is gonna work out perfect. Very nice. Very nice. And if you look at the, I don't know if you can see that with this GoPro, the stitching, it has the, I don't know, that sealant over the seams. Can you see that? has a sealant along the seams there. And that keeps things waterproof, so that's great. So I like that a lot. Okay, so there's your screen. And let's see. Another thing I'm interested in is, you know, the other channels that reviewed it say that it blocks the light out amazing. And so that's cool. So you just undo that. Boom. Guys, this is dark. This is great, man. I mean, even with if I shut this light off, I mean, it's with a GoPro, it's impossible. It's impossible to see me in here. But for catching some sleep, you know, and the sun's already up, let's shut that off and see how dark is it in here really. Guys, this is great. The only light I see through is down here. Just right there. There's just there's a little break in the material right there. And that's it. This is awesome, man. I think that we have, whoa! I think that we have a winner. Yep, I'm excited about this tent. So the next thing I got to do, and I don't think it's going to happen today, probably happen this weekend. This is Thursday, so I got to work tomorrow, and then as soon as I get home from work tomorrow, I'm going to throw this bad boy up on the Gobi rack, and we're going to get this sucker installed up on there. Woohoo! We'll see you tomorrow. Well, this guy forgot to turn on the camera. Christy came out and helped me, and we got it up there. And right now I'm just jostling it into position. And dang it, man, I'm not gonna bring it back down to show you guys. But what we did basically is we stood it up on end, on the back end right here, and we went up and turned it like that. Okay, so right now I'm just moving it around to where I want it. This has got to come up, you know, to about right here. So I got to move this, what, 18 inches. And it was a bear. Christy and I, we got to work out, that's for sure. Alright guys, that is it. We have this Wildfinder rooftop tent installed on top of my 2020 Toyota 4Runner. Well guys, that's about gonna wrap this video up for the Wildfinder Rooftop Tent. What'd you guys think? I think it's fantastic. I can't wait to get out there and actually try it out and camp in it. I'm sold on the construction quality of it. The struts are strong. The mattress is a no-go, but we've got a Hess mattress coming. Should be here on Friday, and that'll take care of that part of it. I love the ease of the setup and the takedown and all of that, and I couldn't be happier at this time. If anything changes as far as that goes, I will let you guys know. I will give you 100% transparency on anything that I review and install and all that good stuff. So I think that's about it. So with that, we'll catch you guys out on the road.